This is Sunny Clark for Oregon Music News. I'm at the 27th Annual Safeway Waterfront Blues Festival. The sun is shining and the fans are doing just fine here at the second largest event of its kind in the nation. And it's all to benefit the Oregon Food Bank. One of my favorite performances this year had to be Joan Osborne. Thousands of Pacific Northwest blues fans gathered in the hot sun to hear selections from her newest album, Love and Hate. And if that wasn't enough, Joan then treated us all to a incredibly brilliant, soulful rendition of her Grammy-nominated chart topper, One of Us. Let's catch up with the lady behind the hits now and find out what's next for Joan Osborne. Thanks for coming to Blues Fest this year, Joan.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I've been hearing about this festival for a long, long time, so it's nice to be invited.
Well, we're happy to have you. It was a really super hot day, and Joan gave it her all anyway. She was a little puddle melted on the floor when she was done, and we reconstituted her for you guys.
Yeah, I think the tops of my feet are badly sunburned because I was standing right in the sun. But it was great. You know, it was a great audience. I felt bad for everybody sitting out there because they had no relief at all. You know.
I don't think they felt too bad. I think that the music alone carried them through the day, honestly. I didn't see any unhappy faces out there at all. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about this new album of yours, Love and Hate. It seems like, compared to your other albums that I've been listening to for years, it seems so personal. And I think that's probably because you wrote the songs on it, or at least co-wrote most of the songs on it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did. I co-wrote all the songs, and even though I've done a lot of writing for other records, this was one where there was not one lyric on the record that I didn't write. So in that sense, it's personal. And because it's about romantic love, it was a very, it was my unique perspective on that. I mean, it's hard to come up with something new about that subject matter, but I feel like a lot of the love songs that you are used to hearing in the pop realm, they're either about falling in love with somebody or breaking up with somebody and kicking them to the curb. And I feel like the real interesting and complicated territory is the space between, when you're trying to be in love with somebody and remain in love with them. So that's really what the focus of the record is. And it's also, I mean, I'm at a point in my life, and I think that, people of my generation, you're at a point in your life where you love someone, and if things go wrong, you can't just start over again. People have commitments together, they have kids together, they have homes together, they've built their lives together, so you can't just walk away when things get difficult. You have to really get into the mess and figure it out, and I think that's a very interesting, it's a very interesting territory for songwriting,
Well, I think you just got some advice about Love and Hate from Joan Osborne. Tell me about your current tour and where we can expect to see Joan Osborne next.
Well, we are heading to Telluride, Colorado next, and then I'm also going to be doing some dates with a side project band of mine called Hippie, which is more of like a stone rock and roll thing. And so we're going to be doing some dates around the West and the Midwest, and then up to the East Coast as well. And then I'll come back and do some more solo dates after that. So I'm very busy this year.
That's great. I actually really love Hippie. And are we going to see you here with that when you come to the West? Are you coming to Portland?
I don't think we have anything scheduled for Portland, but that doesn't mean you can't try to get us a booking here.
I think we're going to do that. So look for Joan in all her many forms here in Portland. I want to thank you very much for talking with us today.
Thank you, Sunny.
You can bet some lucky venue and booking agent is going to be getting a call from Sunny Clark and Oregon Music News about that. To find out where Hippie is going to be playing, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our newsfeed at OregonMusicNews.com, and just keep up with us. This is Sunny Clark for Oregon Music News. Have a sunny day.